You've heard me say this many times. There's thousands of failed medical theories every century, going back 5, 6, 7,000 years ago, the days before the pharaohs. And the 20th century and 21st century are no different, except that the theories are more egregious in the 20th and 21st century because of the media we have and social media and so forth. News travels fast, and people get excited about some new theory, medical theory, a new treatment. And instead of a couple hundred people being killed like they were 2,000 years ago on a bad theory, now 1 billion people get killed from a bad theory. Okay, let's look at a couple of the worst. Let's look at genetic diseases and autoimmune disease. Neither of those are a true concept. Okay, they're way, way overreaching. And again, there's thousands of failed medical theories every 20th and 21st century, and most of them related to one way or another to the failed theory of genetics and the failed theory of autoimmune diseases. Now, to be sure, your genes will determine your eye color, your hair color, your skin color. It'll determine if you're a boy or girl. It'll tell your liver when it's repairing itself to make liver cells, that kind of stuff. But there are no genetically transmitted diseases. All birth defects are caused by nutritional deficiency of the embryo. So instead of a woman just eating well and not supplementing, if she's in the childbearing years, she should be taking the 90 essential nutrients, 16 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 3 fatty acids. So if pregnancy occurs, the embryo is protected right from the get-go. Most women don't take prenatal vitamins until they miss 2 or 3 periods. Well, the embryo is already damaged by that point. We're paying the price. Right now, the government and medical experts are telling us that our children will be the first generation of Americans that do not live as long as their parents. That horrible, horrible prediction will come true if you and I don't take over and do things instead of holding our children up as sacrifices to the medical profession. I want everybody to get a hold of the book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the CD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the DVD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book, Epigenetics, the subtitle is The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, and the book, Immortality. It looks at the top 20 longevity cultures who have 40 times the 100-year-olds we do. They have 100 per 250 of their population. We only have 1 per 10,000. So what are their secrets? Well, get the books, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the CD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the DVD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, and the book, Immortality, and you'll learn what's going on here, okay? Medical doctors are totally ignorant of what's going on here because they've been taught these false theories, and none of them have the intellectual curiosity to look and find out what's going on so we can make things better. We just learned a month ago, that the number 3 cause of death in America is medical mistakes. Medical mistakes in America kill 351,000 Americans each year. Medical mistakes. I mean, the doctor makes a mistake in diagnosis, he makes a mistake in treatment, in surgery, in prescribing, in dosage, and these mistakes kill 351,000 Americans every year, after year after year. What if North Korea or Iran were to kill 351,000 Americans each year? Just from a mistake, well, we declare war on them. Okay, and here these doctors get away with this every year, over and over and over. Nobody has their license suspended for 10 seconds. Nobody goes to jail. I shouldn't say that. There's a couple now who've gone to jail. There's a couple who've been indicted, probably because I've been screaming about this since the 1970s. Okay, when I discovered the first non-human case of cystic fibrosis, documented that it was not a genetically transmitted disease. It was held up as one of the classic, iconic genetically transmitted diseases in kids. And I found at Yerkes Primate Center in Atlanta, Georgia, associated with Emory University, that, in fact, cystic fibrosis is not a genetically transmitted disease. It's a deficiency of a single mineral. And, of course, what they were calling the genetic marker, a positive sweat test, was caused by a deficiency of another essential nutrient. So you take that essential nutrient, the genetic marker goes away. You take the 90 essential nutrients with extra of that one mineral, and the cystic fibrosis goes away. We've done this many, many times. And, of course, we're able to prove it in animals and prove it in people. And went to China, did 1,700 autopsies on kids under the age of 10 that died from a deficiency of that one mineral. We found 35%, 595 of the 1,700 kids that died of cardiomyopathy heart disease also died from cystic fibrosis. 200 of the 1,700 had died of crib death. Okay, SID, sudden infant death syndrome, which is not caused by the baby sleeping on their stomach and suffocating to death. It's caused by deficiency of that mineral. And then 100% of those kids had what? Oh, yeah, muscular dystrophy. And, of course, I gave that information to Jerry Lewis in 2011, and because he was very excited because we're treating kids with muscular dystrophy and reversing it. Their doctors have said they're cured. I haven't. Their doctors said they were cured. And he took the information to the Muscular Dystrophy Foundation. They fired Jerry Lewis. That's why there hasn't been a telethon. Okay? Well, I went back to school in 1978 to become a physician so I could treat these kids because when Emory University fired me for finding the cause, prevention, and cure of cystic fibrosis, I wanted to become a physician instead of just a veterinarian so I could treat these kids because I couldn't stand by knowing the cause, prevention, and cure of cystic fibrosis and do nothing and go back and give dogs rabies shots. You got to be kidding me. I want you to get a hold of the books, the C and DVD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Get a hold of the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, and the book Immortality, and save your family, save your kids, save your church family, and save America. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, I want to talk a bit about supplementation, as I found a news article on Fox News that kind of alarmed me because it's telling us not to take supplements because they're not needed or that the nutrient is in our food, which we know is not the case. So the headline reads, "The 5 vitamins and minerals you don't need to be taking." Say supplement advice comes from everywhere. Your doctor recommends calcium for your bones. Your friends swear by iron. Your spouse is religious about vitamin E. You can probably drop any of the following pills from your regimen, according to Lorraine Maita, a MD from New Jersey. And she says that she shares 5 vitamins and minerals that just aren't necessary to take in supplement form. Some of them can even be harmful. Say, number 1, for years, women have been told to take calcium supplements, crucial for healthy, strong bones. According to this doctor, she says that message is flawed. Calcium supplements may not actually get into the bones as desired and instead can calcify your arteries and soft tissues, increasing your risk for heart disease. Vitamin E, once thought to reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's, cataracts, and cancer. Vitamin E may actually increase some risks of cancer. And said one study, it said it increased your risk of cancer in men if they were taking more than 400 IU daily. The recommended intake is 22 IU. Study found the overall risk of death is higher in men and women who supplement with high doses of vitamin E. They go on to talk about iodine, as they say that although some natural healers recommend supplements, iodine should only be taken under your doctor's supervision. The mineral is most often associated with the thyroid gland and as key component of making hormones produced there. They say, according to the same doctor, too little or too much iodine can cause an underactive thyroid known as hypothyroidism. Ask your doctor to measure the iodine levels in your urine to determine if your levels are low before you take a supplement. And keep in mind that the food in this country is already supplemented with iodine. The next one is iron. Say the mineral helps form hemoglobin, and the component of your blood that it delivers oxygen to the lungs from the lungs throughout the body. Iron is also necessary for cellular functioning and synthesis of some hormones. However, you should take it as a supplement only when your laboratory confirmation of a deficiency through your doctor, because iron overload is due to excessive liver damage, possibly other organs such as your pancreas and heart. And the last one, but not least, is vitamin B6. Say the 8 B vitamins referred to as the B complex are crucial for optimal health, helping our bodies convert food into fuel, promoting healthy skin, memory, pregnancies, and more. Since vitamin B complex are present in many foods, particularly those are a part of a healthy diet such as fruits, veggies, and whole grains, poultry, and fish, most of us get enough B6 vitamins over a long period of time can actually cause serious problems. So I thought we should address that because that's all a bunch of hooey.
Well, hooey is a good word for it. And what was his doctor's name?
Dr. Lorraine Maita, M-A-I-T-A, an M.D. from New Jersey.
Okay, well, Dr. Maita should have her license taken away to practice and put in jail for 25 years to life, okay, for a felony, because people who take that advice will certainly wind up killing themselves by deficiency. Now, I agree If you take a lot of any one of those nutrients without taking all 90, that's a bad practice, because then you're cherry-picking nutrients, and a lot of any nutrient can make deficiencies of other nutrients worse. That's why we always go for the 90. But thanks for bringing that up. Just remember, everybody, take the 90 and you won't have any of these problems. And we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Idaho. And Wes, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Wes, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach. I wanted your comment on two subjects. Urine therapy, for one, for eyes, skin, and body, and also this movie Vaxxed that Robert De Niro was going to play at his film festival. Have you seen it yet?
I have not seen Vaxxed, but I'm assuming it has something to do with vaccinations.
Correct.
Urine therapy is an ancient therapy. You have to think 1,000 years ago, there was no such thing as penicillin and tetracyclines and cortisone and vaccinations and all this kind of stuff. And so it was very, what should I say, practical 5,000 years ago, and somebody had an infection on their hand. They would just pee on their hand and just urine is slightly acid for the most part, and it has antibodies in it. And so it could not only wash pus and bacteria away and dirt and things out of a cut or a wound, but also have some healing properties. It then translated into people began to drink it. And that was before syringes and things like that. So people began to drink urine, and they could filter it through straw or cloth or something like that, and get a lot of the mucus and things like that out of it. But was drinking it. That old Gandhi movie where Gandhi was being interviewed by Edward R. Murrow, and he's drinking his urine, and Edward R. Murrow says, "What are you doing?" "Well, I'm doing an ancient Indian self-help practice thing of urine therapy. I'm drinking my urine. Would you like to taste my urine?" And of course, Edward R. Murrow said, "No, thank you." And then, of course, after syringes came into being, they could actually filter the urine and inject it. And for people with food allergies, people with just overwhelming problems, or they're chronically sick, and doctors would call it autoimmune disease, hundreds of years ago, they began to inject filtered urine into the person, either under the skin or into the muscle, for what they call urine therapy. And in the book, Let's Play Doctor, one of the ancient therapies that's talked about is urine therapy. It tells you how to do it and everything. And I did it for a while in my practice. In the 12 years I practiced in Portland, Oregon. But and people would ask for it because they read it in the book and say, "Hey, how about this?" And I said, "Well, you can drink it. We can filter and inject it, or you can, if it's something on the outside, you can apply it." And as I began to learn to get rid of diseases without urine therapy by changing people's diets and getting them on the 90, we didn't need to use the urine therapy, but they still use it in primitive cultures. And I'll look up this Vaxxed movie. Thank you, Wes. But that's the story of urine therapy. And if you want to know about it, folks, get a hold of the book, Let's Play Doctor. It's in there. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Detroit, Michigan. And Anthony, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Anthony, you're on the air.
Hey, Dr. Wallach, how are you, sir?
Fine, sir. How can we help you?
I have a young lady and her son. The young lady, she's weighs 112 pounds, 112, 5 feet, 65 years of age. She has neuropathy in her feet and legs. She has in the past had lung cancer. It's in remission. Osteoporosis, COPD, constipation. Digestive constipation, yeah.
Okay. Do you know if she has any history of asthma or anything like that? Or
she's on the
problems?
line. Miss Bradley?
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have any history of any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis?
No.
Okay, any constipation or diarrhea?
Constipation.
Okay. And you have a child. How old is the child?
27.
Okay. Does the son, have any problems?
Sickle cell.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. No skin problems, no diarrhea, no asthma?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
All right. This is a Shar thing. Let's start out with the mother here. Shar, what would you do for a 65-year-old lady, 125 pounds, 5 foot tall, and she's got osteoporosis, COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and she has neuropathy. She's got, pain and numbness and tingling and all this kind of stuff down her leg, has a history of some cancer, and she's got a history of constipation. What has she got?
Oh, she's got a gluten intolerance.
Absolutely. And what would you do for her for all this stuff?
I would get her on the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, and then I would also add the Daily Classic and the Nice and Plus and the Cardio Sticks.
Okay. And what would you do for the neuropathy, the stuff going on in her legs?
Well, that could be caused low blood protein, so she needs to eat more eggs and stuff, right?
Okay. Well, what about, let me ask you this question, ma'am. Have you shrunk any in height?
No.
Okay. So at any rate, I would think that she has a disc problem, Shar. Neuropathy in the feet means she's getting some squeezing of the sciatic nerves coming out of the lumbar area, and peripheral neuropathies, and this means that the squeezing of these nerves as they come out from between the vertebrae is causing this numbness and tingling and burning in the feet, the neuropathy. Very, very classic. And so, okay, in addition then to the 112 pounds, one Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, you're exactly right there, and the Ultimate Daily Tablets, no problem. It's going to help with circulation and blood pressure. And what would you do for the neuropathy now? What would you add for that?
I'd add the glucogel.
Perfect. You get an A+, and so I'd go ahead and get 2 of the large 240 count bottles of glucogel for this lady, Anthony, so she can have 15 a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. And let's see here. For the history of cancer, I'd also throw in the BTT 2.0 tablets. Have her take 2 of those twice a day, 1 bottle a month. And call us on that every couple of months. But stay on, because I want to talk about our son with sickle cell after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to Michigan and Anthony. For sickle cell is not a genetic disease, as is thought. We actually have a book. What book would you have this lady read, Shar, for sickle cell anemia?
Black Gene Lies.
Very good, very good. You get an A++ with that one. Black Gene Lies talks about all the diseases that are said to be genetically transmitted in the black community, such as high blood pressure, sickle cell anemia, heart disease, obesity, diabetes, and so on. And sickle cell anemia is really caused by a birth defect of the bone marrow because the mother is deficient in certain nutrients in early pregnancy when the bone marrow equipment is being formed, by the embryo, and it requires a lot of nutrients to pull that off. When these nutrients are missing, the bone marrow only produces dysfunctional hemoglobin, If it doesn't produce any hemoglobin at all, the baby doesn't survive. The baby dies very quickly after being born. And so in this case, baby had just enough hemoglobin to survive. And so this fella needs, per 100 pounds of body weight, what would you give him, Shar? What would you give him, the son, 30-something years old, what would you give him for sickle cell anemia?
I'd give him a Healthy Brain and Heart Pack.
Exactly. 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. So if he weighs 150, it'd be 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month. Get rid of all the bad stuff, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten. And we can manage sickle cell anemia much better than they do with drugs and sort of blood transfusions, that kind of stuff. We can manage it much better, but it's totally preventable. So everybody out there needs to take the 90 essential nutrients before they get pregnant. If you're in the childbearing years, ladies, don't wait till you've missed 3 periods to start supplementing. You need to be supplementing long before you get pregnant, and then you reduce these possibilities of all these terrible diseases to almost zero. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to California. And Robin, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Robin, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi, how can we help you?
Thank you so much for all you do for animals and humans. I'm calling today about a rat terrier, and it's 11 pounds, No, it's 15 pounds, 11 years old, and it has a heart murmur.
Okay. And you say you changed the weight on me. What does it weigh?
Yes, it actually weighs 15 pounds and is 11 years old. Sorry about
15 pounds. Okay, 11 years old. Okay. All right. Again, this is a Shar thing. You got the cute little 12-pound dog and a 5-pound dog. What would you recommend here for this 11-year-old dog with a heart murmur, 15 pounds?
What I would do is give them the Arthrodex, and then I would open up a selenium every day and put half of a selenium in their food.
Okay. And what else would you might put in there for heart metabolism? It's good for congestive heart failure.
Oh, the de-stress.
Very good. Very good. And so, yes, I'd go ahead and make sure that the dog food that you're feeding this little rat terrier is designed for a toy dog weighing 15 pounds or less, okay? Make sure it has the proper amount of nutrition in there. Make sure there's no gluten in it, no wheat, barley, rye, or oats. This dry dog food has got to be gluten-free. And the same way, read the labels even on canned dog foods. And then, as Shar said, I'd go ahead and give a half a scoop of the Arthrodex, which is a crystal, in the dog's food every day. And then I would also give the 1/2 of a capsule of the selenium. Char's correct there. That's for cardiomyopathy, heart disease. And then for congestive heart failure, 1 capsule of the de-stress, capital D like David, dash stress, 1 capsule, open it up and throw it in the powder in the food. If the dog won't, usually you can just put the capsules down their throat and rub their little throats and they'll swallow it. And just make sure it's not getting any oils or fried stuff, snacks and table scraps and so forth. And I would also throw in Perpetual. It's a wonderful supplement for dogs by longevity and cats that is just wonderful for stimulating stem cells and adding many healthy years to the dog's life. So I'd give it 1 Perpetual capsule a day also. And then give us a call on a regular basis. Let us know how this little guy's doing. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to San Francisco, California. And Moody, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
So, Moody, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. Sorry to call you again.
Well, that's okay. That's what we're for.
So about my mom, yesterday got coma, so if she can only take just a few of your supplements, in addition to BTT and OsteoFix, what would you recommend? I know you told me yesterday about Ultimate Daily Classic. And,
I would also, wait a minute, okay, yeah, I remember what I said yesterday, but I would definitely keep her away from the bad stuff, the fried foods, the processed meats, the oils, the gluten, got to stay away from all that. And in addition to the classic, right, you're saying the classic and the, or the BTT 2.0 powder, and then also the EFA pluses, got to get that in there. And then I would throw in the Occutive, OCUTIV. And how much does your mom weigh?
90 pounds.
90 pounds, yeah. I'd go ahead and give her one of those twice a day. It'd be 2 bottles a month because they only come 30 in a bottle. And got to stay away from all the bad stuff because it's the bad stuff that causes glaucoma, inflammation of the arteries. And so you can reduce the number of anti-inflammatory things if you're really good about keeping away the inflammatory things. But I would also give her at least 1, maybe 2 of the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. 1 at breakfast, 1 at dinner time would be 1 bottle a month. Okay, Doug, we got time for another one?
Yeah, we sure do. Let's head to Oregon. And Bill, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Bill. You're on the air, sir.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well, I want to ask you about a couple things. I don't have time to talk to you. You won't have time to talk to me about everything, but I wanted to ask you about DHEA for one thing, a supplement. I got prostate cancer, and I'm taking 25 milligrams a day. I wonder if you think that's a problem.
Well, why are you taking DHEA?
Well, I believe it was, I don't know, the doctor put me on it. It was probably for my adrenal gland. I think I got Graves'
DHEA.
disease.
Oh, okay. Well, there's another thing. Okay, it was a thyroid problem. All right. And what do you weigh, sir?
Probably about 130.
Okay. All right. You have any other issues? Have you ever had any asthma as a kid, or skin problem, constipation, diarrhea, anything like that?
Yeah. Skin, dry skin, all kind of stuff.
Okay.
I got a gluten problem. I was trying to stay away from that.
Okay. Yeah, you got to be real, especially with the history of prostate cancer. I would definitely stay away from gluten. So what would you do here, Shar? DHEA is in our Smart FX. We like to use that for brain neurotransmitter raw materials. Do you have any dementia?
Well, yeah, I think I got a little bit of Alzheimer's coming on.
Yeah, well, that's why the doctor probably gave you the DHEA. I believe that. But come back, we'll give you something that will help support your immune system for the history of prostate cancer and the gluten intolerance and so forth. Hang on, we'll be back, Shar and I, after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to Oregon and Bill. Okay, Shar, what would you do for this guy? 130 pounds, has a history of prostate cancer, and maybe has a little early dementia because his doctor had prescribed him some DHEA, which is one of the raw materials for your brain to make neurotransmitters from. What would you do for him?
What I would give him is Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, and I would give him the ProstFX and the Fucoid Z and the Synaptive, and get him on a lot of eggs.
Okay, very good. So, yep, the Fucoid Z is just legendary for supporting the immune system when people have cancer. And what was the other one you said?
The ProstFX and the...
Oh, yeah, ProstFX. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Healthy Brain and Heart Pack.
And the Synaptive. But yeah, Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, but the Synaptive for the brain cognition.
Okay, very good. Okay, so that's where we would start, Bill, and it's important to stay away from all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates and nitrites, absolutely no oils, no microwave popcorn, no theater popcorn, no olive oil, coconut oil, margarines, mayonnaise, salt, and cooking oils, and no gluten, no wheat, bread, rye, and oats. That deals with the dry skin and everything, but also your intestines. Your intestines are going to look like your skin, and that's one of the things that you got to really watch about the gluten intolerance. It can be really quiet for a long time, and people say, well, I've been eating gluten all my life, and why am I now just getting your problem when I'm 50? Well, because your intestines were able to adjust and cope, and it finally got to where 90% damaged and only 10% trying to do the job, and that's when you start seeing all these symptoms. But your intestine was able to cope when there was only 10% damage, but now there's 90% damage. You can't do that. You start seeing symptoms. But in the beginning, when you have 10% damage, you're starting to lose the efficiency of absorption of nutrients, and you begin to see all these problems, including dementia and cancer and things like arthritis and high blood pressure and heart disease and type 2 diabetes and so on. Okay, give us a call every couple of weeks, Bill. Oregon is real easy. It's on the West Coast, and so just a couple of days after you order the product, you'll be able to get it from the main office, and of course, which is in California. And give us a call after you've been on the program for a couple of weeks. Give us an update. Okay, how much time we got here?
We got about 2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right, you got another one?
Yes, we do. Let's head to Michigan. And Walter, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Walter, you're on the air.
Thank you for taking my call, doctor.
Yes, sir. What's up?
My primary doctor just diagnosed me with scabies, and I've taken a full dose of methylprednisone, 4 milligrams. How long do the duration last of the itching and the soreness of the skin of my arms and fingers?
Okay, well, first of all, okay, stop there because we don't have a lot of time. How long have you had this skin problem?
Since the 21st. 21st.
Oh, so it's just recent.
Recent, yes.
So have you had any skin problems when you were a kid?
Never. I was
Okay, did
just
you
wondering
ever-
if I picked this up at my local gym where I work out, or
Okay, well, let me ask you a couple more questions quick. Did you ever have asthma as a kid?
No.
What about constipation or diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, diverticulitis?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, it could be scabies. Did they take a scraping of your skin and look under the microscope?
No, they just took my word for what first I thought I had shingles, but the doctor said that's only on one side of the body. This is on both arms
Yeah.
and on the chest and stomach.
Yeah, what could it be, Shar?
It could be a gluten intolerance.
Yeah, it could be a gluten intolerance. So usually when you get cortisone or prednisone cream and that kind of stuff or a shot, the relief will last maybe anywhere from 2 days to 10 days, 2 weeks kind of thing. And so you really need to get rid of all the bad stuff, including gluten. You probably have a gluten intolerance. I'm going to ask your brothers and sisters and mom about these sort of things, because if you got it, they got it. And I'm going to just throw in here, what do you weigh, Walter?
122 pounds.
Okay, 1 healthy brain and heart pack per month. Get the hair, skin, and nails, 3 of those twice a day. And give us a call in 2 weeks. But to go to your veterinarian, have them take a scraping of that skin and look at it under the microscope. See if you have the little mites or like little ticks with scabies. If you don't see the bugs, you don't have scabies. Okay, thank you, everybody. Great testimonies and questions today. Thank you so much, Shar. Superlative job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them overcome their health challenges? Youngevity has been helping people overcome their health challenges for years. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission at Youngevity is to educate Americans about their own health. If you like helping people, join us in our fight to save America. While you're helping people prevent and overcome health challenges, you will also be able to build a lucrative home-based business. So what are you waiting for? Come join us and help save America. If you've decided to join us, call your local Youngevity associate to find out how you can arm yourself with the knowledge that's needed to save America.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Youngevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound. Turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the ultimate tangy tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as tangy tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them overcome their health challenges? Youngevity has been helping people overcome their health challenges for years. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission at Youngevity is to educate Americans about their own health. If you like helping people, join us in our fight to save America. While you're helping people prevent and overcome health challenges, you will also be able to build a lucrative home-based business. So what are you waiting for? Come join us and help save America. If you've decided to join us, call your local Youngevity associate to find out how you can arm yourself with the knowledge that's needed to save America.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Youngevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound. Turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.